natin ngayon. At kumustahin lamang natin. Attorney, live kayo sa RMN DZXL Manila, si Lourdes po ito.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Oh,
Lourdes, lalo na sa ating mga tagapakinig.
Attorney, kumustahin ko lang kasi may nakausap kami under sa BARM ito na sinalakay yung kanilang mga barangay ng mahigit 200 na mga tao na may mga armas. Ito ba'y nakarating sa inyo? Kasi ayon po sa amin nakausap, ito'y connected sa politika.
Kailan daw nangyari yan?
Ito po ay...
we have just our peace covenant signing for the gubernatorial candidate. So galing ako sa conference na yon, no? But katama natin yung regional director ng PNP at saka si Wisman Kong Commander, si Lieutenant General Nafarete at saka si Major General Gumiran yung sa COM6 o yung sa Division Commander. No? Pero wala naman nabanggit. Nalakay ngayon lang.
Sa Sharif Agwak.
Sharif ngayon ba?
I think mga last week, mga na-interview ho namin yung isa sa official doon. Sunday po yun, nasa 200 na mga, 100 ang nakita ho nila na may mga armas. Tapos nasa ilang barangay and more than 1,000 daw itong nagbakwit, attorney. Sa barangay Malingaw, Sharif Agwak.
Sa Sharif Agwak, pinasok ng 100 na mga armed men.
Opo.
Tapos may nagbakwit.
Opo.
O isang barangay pinasok tapos may mga nagbakwit.
Opo. Hindi po nakarating sa inyo to, sir?
Yeah, ayun. Na-confirm ko. Last week pala yan. Akala ko ngayon.
Opo. So, ito sir, konektado sa politika, right? Hindi.
Hindi naman siguro politika yon. Kasi armed men pinasok ang isang barangay and of course, nagbakwit. Yun ang naging result. But the PNP, as I've learned, na they're investigating the incident.
Until now, iniimbestigahan pa rin. Pero sabi ko na nakausap kasi namin, Direktor, ito ay yung mga may baril daw ay tauhan ng tumatakbong alkalde. At nakikita nila na ito ay posibleng may konekta sa eleksyon.
Ang napagkaalaman ko, initial investigation, ay may rido yun, may rido. So, I believe na we have to have the final determination of the PNP. Hindi mo man masabing until now kasi kahit yung last month, 2 months ago, kahit yung assassination attempt ng Dato Piang Vice Mayor, that's under investigation pa rin because except yung sa Vice Mayor, yung other incidents talagang walang nag-complain, walang witnesses, kaya hindi natin ma-blame yung PNP. Yung mga nag-iimbestiga sila at nahihirapan sila. In fact, this was put out just during our conference yung problema na
Attorney, para lang malinaw, no? Kayo as a BARM COMELEC Director, hindi nyo iniugnay ang usaping ito sa politika?
As of now, as I've heard, no, although it's unconfirmed na may rido. Alam mo naman dito prevalent yung rido among the local residents.
So hindi.
But of course, we will give way to the result of the investigation.
So tingin niyo po itong rido na ito, ilang pamilya man yan, hindi po ito makakaapekto sa darating po na halalan?
Of course, kung andyan pa yung armed men, of course, it will affect. In fact, kahit saan mang lugar, kung may mga armed men na hindi na kuha yung mga arms nila, it will really certainly affect. But somehow, with that commitment na ginawa ng ating mga kandidato in the provincial level, na they will help police their ranks, their party representatives para maiwasan itong mga gulo na ito.
Pero Attorney, honestly, naniniwala din kayo dyan sa mga peace covenant? Perma lang naman yan, di ba, sir?
Of course. Naniniwala kami dito kasi aside from the commitment we give to the Commission in Bank. Alam mo ba, yung Commission in Bank andito, alam mo ba, yung Chief PNP andito si General Marvel, andito siya, nag-attend siya. So we are not making this as a joke and I know that we'll reap some results on this.
Gusto ko yung sinabi niyo, Sir Attorney, no, yung hindi ito joke, no? Ang iniisip ko lang, baka kasi naandyan sila, tapos yung mga supporters nila, at meron ding ibang grupo na gamitin ang mga pangalan nila para manggulo.
Yeah, so that isang just to inform you, naglalagay ang ating RD si Brigadier General Macapas ng CCTV, no, para makita kung may mga pangyayaring nagaganap. They have already started the installation of this CCTV para kahit walang witness, pag may CCTV footage, pwede na natin kasuhan yung tao.
Kumusta ho yung nangyaring Peace Covenant? Nasaksihan nyo naman po yun. Kumusta po yung mga leader na nagkasama-sama dyan kanina?
Gubernatorial candidates yun. In fact, yung candidates for the Dursur, si Dato Suharto Mangudadato, at andito rin si yung kalaban niya, si Dato Tukaw Mastura. Andito rin si Gub Mariam, who is an incumbent candidate, and of course si Dato Ali Mitimbang. They made commitments, and of course I ensure, kasi ako yung nag-opening sa kanila, na they will be making commitment, not only those VIPs na andito, but they have to raise their hands to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they're making pledges as Muslims, and of course, panahon ngayon ng Ramadan, they have to make good to their whatever their promises made.
Okay. Attorney, sa tingin nyo, hindi po makakaapekto sa peace and order pa rin na pinag-uusapan natin sa darating na halalan etong pagkakatalaga ng palasyo sa bagong Chief Minister?
Actually, nag-attend din sa ating Peace Covenant signing si OPAPRO Secretary, Honorable Carlito Galvez. Tapos she explained that last March 3, 2025, nag-resign si Chief Minister, such Chief Minister Murad, but still, of course, he's still the chairman of the MILF. So because of that resignation, tinalaga si ICM or Interim Chief Minister si Makakwa, who also belongs to the MILF. In fact, he is the Commander-in-Chief of the BIAF or the BIAF. So, inassure niya na everything is in order. Yung process of appointment was in order. There was a vacancy, so there was an appointment made. And of course, they were able to talk to the commanders, 19 commanders, para to ensure na there's a transition, peaceful transition. So we believe on his statements. But of course, during the meeting, in fact, the Interim Chief Minister Abdul Rauf Makua was designated as intermediary kung may mga conflict, pwede magsumbong sa kanya at with members coming from both parties para masettle ang mga problema.
Okay.
That would, of course, help in our election. But with insofar as some MILF members na hindi naman ganon agreeable to the transition, that's also their right to make such an opinion.
Yun nga po, attorney, dahil yung iba palang MILF members ay hindi rin agree sa succession na ito, ano po yung paghahanda po ninyo? Ano po yung assurance na hindi po sila manggugulo?
Actually, they return to the folds of the law, and of course, with the leadership, new leadership, and will act on the grievances that these people brought out. So I'm quite optimistic na hindi naman ganon na makaka-apekto. In fact, we have to consider the election for the parliamentary is in October 13, 2025. Wala naman yun sa local and national elections natin. So the parliament is not included the elections as far as elections concerned come this May 12.
Sabi niyo kanina may 19 na MILF leader. Paki-correct nga po ako na kinausap regarding po dito sa inyong sa kanilang bagong interim chief minister.
It was mentioned by Secretary Galvez na kinausap na yung mga zone commanders or mga commanders for that matter. It was contained in his speech. So, yun ang nangyarili ko.
Nakausap.
It's true that I don't have, I'm not privy to that. So, I just decide on his statements made in public.
Kasi maging yung Malacanang attorney ay may panawagan na rin sa MILF. Opo, na pagbigyan naman natin yung bagong chief minister.
Yes.
Oo.
Thank you. Okay na.
Sige. Sir, salamat. Thank you, attorney, na pagbigyan mo kami. PCC attorney, salamat, attorney. Nakasama natin si